recorded my first post-Christmas video, and I didn't really want to do one of those like this is what I got for Christmas type thing, because I don't know, it's not really my sort of thing. But I have been keeping a track of everything that I bought since Christmas and sort of in the lead up when I was treating myself. So I thought I'd show you that and like what I got in the sales, because some of it's like indie brand and some of it's just like nice thrifty purchases, and in the absence of jumble sales and stuff, I can't really share that with you in any other way. So I thought I'd just share with you my big box of things that I have purchased since then, starting with this top. I love tops with sleeves like this, by the way. Like, this is essentially how I search for clothes. It's just typing like bell sleeve into the search engine and seeing what comes up. But I found this on eBay. I buy most of my tops on eBay. I love a second-hand clothing item. It's ethical and it's cheap. What's not to love? So this top was, consulting my note paper, $8.49. All the postage and stuff is going to be included in the price because it's like eBay, so I've added it together. So $8.49. I'm really pleased with it. I like the tie-dye, I like the sleeves. I wish it wasn't brown, like any other colour would have been nicer, but that's kind of nice. It's a little bit autumnal, and you know, we're in winter, so that doesn't really make sense, but it's comfy. It's a little bit too big, as you can kind of see. It keeps like slipping off the old shoulders, but it's okay. I like it. It's comfy. So that was like my first thing that I bought. Then I got into some sales. I got these from the Scent Coven. You might remember that I ordered some stuff from Scent Coven when the shop first went live. I've just been hit by a wave of smell. Ooh. But I saw that they had like a holiday collection of snack bars, which are what these are. Kind of look like little chocolate bars, for wax melts, and I was like, oh, I want those. They were on my Christmas list. I didn't get them for Christmas. I just went and bought them myself when they had a sale on. The holiday collection was sold out, but because there was like 21% off site-wide, I ordered individual bars of 4 scents that I wanted to try. Some of the scents that I wanted were sold out. I think I really wanted pine and mint because that just sounded amazing, but in the end I ended up with Sage and Sea Salt Crackle, which is this black and green number. And then I got Gingerbread and Spice Cinnamon, which is black and like brown with like little gold sparkles in it. Then Cinnamon and Pumpkin Spice, which is a cream and light orange with some like cinnamony brown sprinkle. And lastly, Double Espresso and Vanilla, which is brown cream with little coffee beans in it. I did expect these to be bigger. Like when I ordered them, I thought they'd be like a little bit chunkier based on the pictures. Like I can't really adequately judge scale in a picture, so that's my fault. But they are really pretty. They smell great even through the plastic, and they just look really professional and lovely. So I'm very excited to try some of these. These were, how much were these? These were £3 each. With the money off, it was like minus £2.52, and then postage and packaging was £4.95. So overall £14.43 for these 4 packets of wax melts. Postage packaging a little bit pricey, but they were very well packaged when they came. Only one of them was broken, so result. And I do really like the Scent Coven like quality. The scents are amazing, and the ones that I had previously, which I still have a lot of, they were so strongly fragranced that you can just keep using them over and over and over again. So I do think I'm going to get my money's worth from these. The other thing that I got was this. For Christmas, I got some Gourmet Lollipops, which I love, just to pop in your mouth when you're doing some writing or playing Minecraft. But I ordered some extras. These are like the Spooky Box Club ones. We're going to have that problem with the sun again, aren't we? They don't come with a thing that tells you what the flavours are. You can look it up online on their page, but there's lots of different coloured ones in here. And I'm going to put those in a jar on my desk. I think the company that sells these on Amazon is called Party to You. So you can just look those up, or just look up like swirly lollipops on Amazon. But that's in there. There is some witchy stuff in here. I'm just trying to breeze through some of the non-witchy stuff first. I also found going into the Christmas period that I found my first wrinkle. I was deeply affected by this, and so got very into skincare for like a week. But I ordered some things just to use on myself at home, which I thought would be cool, and usually on eBay these are a bit cheaper. So firstly I got Sukin Certified Organic Rosehip Oil Drops. I'm going to pull that curtain across because, oh boy, we're getting some sun. This was the 25ml bottle. If you buy this in shops, it's £13.95. I got it for £6.30 because it came in a very dinged up box from eBay. But the bottle's fine, hasn't been opened, so that's very exciting to try that. I also got the Body Shop Skin Defense Multi-Purpose Multi-Protection Lotion and Spray. These were in like one lot on eBay. I think I paid, how much did I pay for these? £18.20, including postage for the two of these. They are individually £18 for the spray and £25 for 60ml of the cream, which is what I have here. So that would be £40 together. So essentially half off. The spray had been sprayed once, but the lotion is brand new, so that's a pretty good deal. I also got a pack of reusable cotton pads, which were £4.50 with free postage and packaging. Basically they're these little like roundel things. I usually use like an off-brand makeup eraser cloth, but I thought using these individually with my cleanser and toner and stuff would be better. So I got, I think, 10 of those in the bag. You just wash them in that bag when they're dirty, which is pretty cool. Lastly, let's get to some witch stuff. Some of this stuff has a story associated with it. So originally what I wanted was earplugs because I have trouble sleeping because I like to go to bed quite early and everyone else in the house likes to go to bed quite late and to hang around downstairs and make a lot of noise when I'm trying to get to sleep. So I ordered earplugs. I ordered the same ones twice from Amazon. The first time I ordered them, I ordered this book as well as like a make weight because I didn't want to waste £4 on postage when I could buy a book that I wanted to get free postage, but then also get a book. I realise that that's like an Amazon con where they're just like, buy something else and you'll save money, but you're not really. But I wanted a book and it gave me an excuse. This is The Crooked Path, an Introduction to Traditional Witchcraft by Keldon, and with a foreword by Gemma Gary, whose book I have read. And it's reviewed by Thorn Mooney on the back as well. I've read one of her books. It seemed pretty sensible to get an introduction to traditional witchcraft if like I'm interested in it. So this has been on my to-read list for a while. You can check the like to-read list, like the Amazon wish list. It's usually in the profile on the YouTube videos if you want to see what books I'm looking for, or you know, if there's anything on there that's of interest to you. But I got this. Unfortunately, it arrived without my earplugs, which had previously also not arrived, so I've been refunded once, ordered them again with this. They still didn't come, which was very irritating. But then I decided to order a different brand, which are the Moto Hi-Fi Hearing Protection from Earpiece. Shiny, shiny lights. They come with this like aluminium tube to store them in. You get 3 in a packet in case you lose one, and 3 different sets of filters, so it's like medium, low, and then high noise cancelling. They are pretty good. I've tried them out and it was basically like being underwater. It was pretty cool, so that's really nice. Those were, I think, about £19 something. Because I was a couple of pence away from free postage, again I decided to treat myself to a book. This is Bewitched, Bothered and Biscotti, which is the second in the Bailey Kate's Magical Bakery Mystery series. I reviewed the first one, Brownies and Broomsticks, ages ago, but because the second one was like £6, I didn't get around to buying it. And I do prefer reading like paper books to Kindle books for reviews, just because, you know, you can just like open it and go, this is the page that annoyed me, as opposed to having to like set bookmarks on the Kindle and that sort of thing. I still like reading on the Kindle just for like my own benefit, but it's just easier having a physical object for review. So I ordered that. That came. Earbuds came finally, which was pretty good. I have some other witch books as well, but I also bought myself this. And this is the So Dope with Cannabis Sativa eyeshadow palette from Makeup Obsession. I'm wearing this today. There we go. It's lots of sort of yellowish greens, some bluish greens, and some sort of browns as well. Very nice. I really like Makeup Obsession. I like Makeup Revolution. They're basically the same brand. But I asked for Christmas again for one of the palettes. There's the Makeup Obsession one, which is this one, and then a Makeup Revolution one, which is called like Chill with Cannabis Sativa. They're like the only green palettes that I could find, and they're both weed themed. I think they both came out at the same time. I really wanted one of them. I got one of the other ones for Christmas, but then I saw this one was on sale, and I was like, it's different shades of green. I'll treat myself. So this was, it was some money off, I think. So it was like £8 for the palette, and then £3.50 for delivery. So that was about £11.50 altogether, and yeah, it's just a nice little eyeshadow palette. Quite a few different shades in there, some nice shimmery ones. There's like full reviews of this you can see on YouTube and etc. Like people who actually know what they're doing with makeup and not, you know, this mess. But I really like it. I like all the greens. I haven't had anything green in my very limited collection for a while. Normally when I'm doing videos is like the only time that I'll put eye makeup on, or any makeup. And usually I use my Graveyard Girl Swamp Cream palette, which is very old at this point, and do kind of like either purpley or neutral or orange eyes. The last couple of videos I've been doing with greens, which I quite like. Final things are all from eBay. I got this really nice agate pendant, which is in a little bag. This was £3.74, including package, and it's basically just like a nice little agate slice on a little ring here, which you could put on something. I kind of want to put it on the cord holding my crystal book shut when I get around to making my crystal book. In the meantime, it was just like a nice piece of secondhand jewellery, which I thought I might like, or I could just hang it in a window and have it look cute. But there's a couple of quid, and I thought, go on then. Final two things are both books. I got this one, which is the Wordsworth Book of Spells by Arthur Edward Waite. This was £5.90, including postage, which a little bit pricey for what I usually spend on books on eBay, especially one that's this old. This is, it was first published in 1911, which is pretty old. This one is copyright 1992, so it was like a reprint. It has tons of stuff in it about ceremonial magic, lots of symbols and prayers and ceremonies and things like that. It's just really interesting. I've had a flick through, looked at some of the symbols, but it would be interesting to look at. I'm not particularly into ceremonial magic myself, but it is pretty cool, and might have something interesting in there that I can crib for future use. Lastly, I bought Natural Magic by Pamela J. Ball. I had a similar book to this by a different author with the same like chunky spiral bound thing. It was called like the Book of Spells, or the Witch's Book of Spells. Spiral bound books are just easy to rip stuff out of, which is great because then you can put them into your Book of Shadows, which means you don't have to write so much stuff, because I'm terrible at writing in my book, but I am good at sticking stuff in for future reference. So this was £2.63, inclusive of postage and packaging, random label. But it has a lot of stuff in here, just generally like descriptions of different gods, goddesses, different, basically just a book of reference, and things that you can like cut out and keep. So I'm going to be chopping this up, like different incense recipes and stuff that I can add to my Book of Shadows, and then like throw the rest of this book away. That sounds really harsh, but I tend to just buy like these cheaper, like semi-introductory reference books, take stuff out of them, and then use it to make like pages in my Book of Shadows. And the same with like magazines like Spirit and Destiny, although I don't tend to find a lot in there, but the occasional like mantra and stuff I just cut out and stick in my Book of Shadows for decorative purposes, to make it look nice, but also so that I can just reference that one book instead of going and checking like a load of reference books. So I try to like update it occasionally, and because I couldn't find any used diaries, like usually I will buy some like used diaries to cut up like the Llewellyn's one or almanacs and things like that, I bought this instead. So that is everything that I bought in the lead up to and just after Christmas. I was obviously splashing the cash out a little bit because I had some temp work and it was great. I had money coming in. It was phenomenal. But yeah, I did sort of buy a few things. Some of these are books that hopefully I'll be reviewing soon. Some of them are just items that will hopefully help me get a good night's sleep and also not wrinkle as much. I don't believe that any cream can actually get rid of wrinkles, but it just like actually taking care of and looking after my skin is something that I need to get better at, because I don't know how obvious it was, but in the last occult box unboxing that I did, I had the biggest spot like right here. I had to cover it with like literally a teaspoonful of concealer. It was just like, and thankfully my camera isn't good enough that it was that obvious, but it was very obvious in person. So I decided to like actually start trying to take care of my face, which is always good. I really like shopping on eBay, as you all know, because everything that I review starts with, so I found this on eBay. But it is nice, especially if you're looking for like plus size clothes and that. I know a lot of people say that they are hard to come by secondhand, and you know, in charity shops and stuff they are, because it tends to be just what people have donated, and that tends to be like more average sizing. But on eBay, like literally, I love this top. You can find so many like different items of clothing, so many different sizes. There's just a lot out there, so a lot of what I wear tends to be secondhand, but this was actually new when I got it. I think it's from Blue Chameleon. I don't think it's a very like good brand. Like this isn't amazing quality, it's not like lined or anything, but it still had the tags on, which I took off when I washed it. But you know, it was new, it was pretty good, and aside from this like whole neckline issue, I'm doing pretty well with it. So there we have it. Do go and check out St. Coven if you're in the market for some really nice new wax melts and stuff. I think they've got like new ranges and stuff coming in all the time. I was really sad that the pine and mint one was sold out, but hopefully I will be able to get my hands on it at some point in the future. So go look and check them out. Make sure you're like checking eBay as well for these like really good finds. You can find some really strange and interesting books and things around on there for a lot less money than like buying them new, especially if you're like low on money. And although I don't like regularly shop on Amazon, I did get a few things from there because I was ordering a lot of Christmas presents, which is how I came across the Crooked Path book, which I'm excited to crack into and do a review for you guys. So in the meantime, let me know if there's anything that you recommend, anything you think I should like have on my list of stuff to get conned into purchasing in the name of free postage. And in the meantime, I will see you in my next video, which should hopefully be my review of the Village Witch box for January, which has been slightly delayed, I think, because of, you know, the situation, but should be coming out soon. So I'll see you then. Bye! Blech.